If you've ever opened Ableton and felt overwhelmed or stuck when trying to start a new track, this video is going to completely change that, because by the end of the next 10 minutes, you'll unlock one of the most powerful creative tools inside Ableton, which is Session View, and the feature that allows you to jam, experiment, and create music freely without getting trapped in that rigid left to right timeline. And the best part, it is effortless. You'll literally be able to follow along with me step by step, and by the end you'll know how to bring ideas to life in minutes instead of hours. Alright, so let's dive in to Ableton and show you Session View. This right here is Session View. Each row, which is down the side here, these are your rows, and they are called scenes. Okay, and each column up here, these are called tracks. Okay, now inside each of these tracks you can load lots of different samples, sounds, clips. You can load MIDI clips, which are basically notes and instruments, or audio clips, which are recorded sounds or samples. And when you trigger a scene, Ableton plays all the clips in that row together, almost like launching a band performance with one button. Okay, it's hands down the best way to start building ideas without overthinking. So I'll show you how it works. If I play this scene, it's going to play all of the clips here, as long as they're all on, all of the clips here together. If I play this scene, on the next bar it's going to stop those clips and play all the clips here together. If I play this scene, it's going to stop on the next bar and play all of these clips together. Just going to press the space bar on my keyboard just to stop everything. You should know about Splice by now, but I'm going to quickly just drag and drop something in just to show you how I'd get these clips into Ableton. So in Splice I would search for genres, say house, find loops, and select drums, and select genre, tech house. Now I'd go through Splice, just finding some drum loops that I like. I'm gonna download that, just find a few more. Alright, and then I'm just going to drop in these drums into our drum track. Okay, and then what I can do is press Command R and rename drums, Command R, rename drums, Command R, rename drums. Now the best part about Session View is that you can put as much, actually more the better, more samples, the more loops in here the better, as long as you've got them organised into your tracks. So you've got all your drum loops in here, all your vocals in here, all your basses in here, all your saxes, all your synths, and so on. Now if they're all in the same track, then what you can do is jam about and see what works well together. You don't necessarily have to have all of this stuff playing all at once like you would do in Arrangement View, but you can just click on, say, your drum here. Maybe you want to try the different drum loop, so you click the different drum loop, and what you'll notice when that flashes like that, Ableton is actually waiting for the next bar to actually play that other loop, so it keeps it in time so you can actually hear it in real time. On the one, it plays the next one. Alright? Now if you feel like a couple of these drum loops might sound good layered, like that one, what you can do is just drag that onto a new track to play that drum loop with this drum loop, and actually start layering some drum loops. Maybe just turn that one down using the meter button here, because we want to make sure we're never clipping in the red here. Now try a different vocal. That vocal's cool. Maybe a different bass. I like that bass. Let's try the synth. Maybe a different synth. Maybe some different drums. That sounds cool. Again, I might want to layer it. This could be too much, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to just put that on a new track and layer these drums. Turn it down. I don't know, it's sounding a bit much now, isn't it? Let's just stop this one and check. Yeah, I think that sounds cool together. So now, once you've basically pressed the space bar to stop, now once you've like just loaded as much stuff into Session View as possible, but kept it organized in its columns, so you know like what you can sort of layer on top of one another and what, you know, what you can sort of jam between. You can jam between the different samples that you've selected and see what sounds great together. Then once you've come up with some samples that do sound great together, you can actually go down here, right click, and click capture and insert scene, and then it's going to play all of those samples that you've jammed about with all in the same scene. So you know that you can go to scene 8 and you really like that arrangement, and then you can just press the stop button to stop all of the tracks here if you press that stop button there. I just want to talk to you a little bit more about the controls down here, but before I do that, I just want to remind you that we've been dropping in audio samples from Splice, but you can also have MIDI tracks as well by right clicking, inserting a MIDI track, double clicking, and that would open up a MIDI clip, and then down here you can write in your MIDI notes. But do remember that you're only going to hear the notes. If I press play, you can't hear anything. But you can see that it's sending data, but you can't hear anything. That's because we've not got an instrument on there. So you'd have to drop on an instrument onto the clip to hear something. Okay? But I'm going to talk a lot more about actually writing out your piano loops, your bass loops, and your synths and everything using the MIDI editor and the piano roll, and writing them from scratch later on down the course. But I just wanted to show you that we can of course use MIDI, but at the moment we're just using audio samples from Splice. So I'm just going to click up here and press the backspace button to delete that. And look, I'm quite happy with what I've jammed about with and what I've got in Session View here. So now I'm going to talk about the controls. Okay, so the controls down here, you've got your on and off button. So if I play that, just press spacebar to play, or play up there. You can turn off the drums, so it's still playing but it's turned off, so it's grayed out. You can turn off the vocals, turn them back on, maybe turn off that sax. That sounds cool. Maybe I just want to hear these drums, so I've pressed the S button to solo the drums. And now I can just hear the drums on their own. If I press down Command and press the S on these drums as well, I can hear just those drums and those drums together. So you can see that I've soloed both drums. And those drums do sound cool together. Maybe if I press Command and bring in the bass. Press Command and bring in the vocals. Press Command and bring in the synth, and then I'd press S again just to unsolo them all, and they're all switched on. Press the space bar to stop, and then the other thing I want to talk to you about is this control here. This is panning. I'm just going to show you what it does. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. So if I solo the drums, and if you're listening in headphones, I'm going to put this all the way to the left. You'll hear that the drums is just coming out of the left headphone. If I put it all the way to the right, it's just coming out of the right headphone. And the same with speakers. If you've got two speakers, it just come out one speaker and then the other speaker. If I just double click that, it goes back to center. That's a quick overview of panning because, like I say, it's a much more advanced technique when we get into actually doing the mix down. If you do want me to break down how to move from Session View to Arrangement View and start building full song ideas, then drop a comment below and I'll make that my next video. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next lesson. Thanks for watching.